Today we'll be making the Bunny Darling plushie. This is a free pattern here on this YouTube channel, but if you want to purchase the pattern with more detail, you can go to my Etsy store at thek4project.etsy.com. You will need size 11 double pointed needles, a tapestry needle, markers, stitch holder, of course scissors, and fiberfill. Today I'm going to be using chenille yarn. It's a size 6 by Loops and Threads from Michaels, and the black yarn is just used for the nose. You'll first cast on 6 stitches onto one of the double pointed needles. I'm using the long tail cast on method to make my stitches. And then you'll divide those onto three needles, 2 stitches on each needle. I'll begin rows 1 through 10, doing increased stitches on the odd rows. Rows 10 through 14 knit even, and then begin decreasing rows through row 19. Now you want to stuff part of the head with some fiberfill. Not all the way, but enough to give it some shape. And then you're going to continue decreases to finish the head. I'm going to finish the head by cutting a long tail of yarn and slipping the yarn through each of the remaining 6 stitches, so then I could pull it taut and make it close the hole. Now it's time to work on the body, starting with the neck. Before I start the neck, I'm going to locate where the neck will start, as well as place markers where the ears will be. And so watch the video to show how I place the markers before you begin. I'm going to locate where the ears go as well as the neck, and I'm going to place markers. We're going to locate the center, and then from there we're going to go find rows 12 to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to go from the center, this is the center, and we're going to go 3 stitches over, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to work the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to take the next 3 stitches from the right, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to work on 1, 2, 3 to the left. So this is the ears. And now directly below, you could take your double pointed needle and push right through, and that's going to give you your center for your neck. That's the center, so the one before it's going to be the first row of row 12. And with the neck, you're going to do 12, 13, 14, 15, 14, 13. You're going to make a circle. So now I can take these out, and I can take these out and these out. I'll keep this for later, but right now I'm going to work on the neck. So on the neck, I'm going to pick up 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to go clockwise. So the first stitch I'm going to go through with my double pointed needle, and I'm going to wrap the yarn around and slip it through the first stitch. I'll remove the marker. Now I'm going to go 1 stitch up and over. Okay, so we've got 2 stitches. I'm going to take the next needle and I'm going to go 1 stitch directly above it, right here. Keep the yarn to the back of the needle. Now we're going to turn and we're going to do row 15. The yarn's in the back of the needle, so now we have row 14, row 15 is right here. Now we're going to do the third needle, and we're going to do the 2 stitches here. Row 14. So here's row 14, and then we're going to do row 13, which is directly above it. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we just did the neck portion, and now we'll work on the rest of the body. So now follow the pattern for the body. I use that black marker of yarn to remind me of when a new row is going to begin, and I can keep moving it as the rows progress. And it's just because it's only 6 stitches, it's easy to miss the row and knit more than you mean to. You might have a better method, but I just like using a piece of scrap yarn. Once you have 4 rows knit, then you can start increasing for the body. So now we're just going to work on this part and we're finished. And then we're going to take this yarn and we're going to stretch it a little bit, and then we're going to wrap it around our left hand clockwise, and then pull the yarn tail towards the paw. Okay, and this is what we've got so far. Time to work on the arms. So now I'm going to be adding the arms onto this new piece. So I've got row 4 on this side. You don't even need a second needle. If I just pick it up with this and crochet it in, hook it in, and then I'm going to go to the, so I'm here, I'm going to go 1 stitch over, just right here. And I'm going to stitch that on. And then I'm going to go 1 stitch next, just right here. 3, so there's 1, 2, 3. Now the next stitch is the next row. I'll make sure. Now we're going to go here. And then the next stitch is going to be 1 over. And then I'm going to take my 3rd needle and I put 1. Okay, I've done 15 rows. And now I'm going to make the paw portion. We want to take this and we want to stretch it, and then we want to tie it clockwise. Now we'll work on this side, even it out. Mama. Now we're going to work on the ears. We're going to make a floppy ear. So we're going to make the knotted floppy ear. This is the other version, but we're going to work on this. Starting with the left ear, you'll have the project facing away from you. So the front side is facing away from you. And you're going to start at the marker and pick up 3 stitches from the right to the left. Next, you're going to turn the piece so the front side is facing you, and with your second double pointed needle, you're going to pick up 3 more stitches from the right to the left. And even though you're only using 2 double pointed needles, continue knitting in a circular fashion so that each row is a knit row. Take this ear, we're going to pull it, stretch it a little bit, tie it clockwise around the fingers, and then feed the tip through. Got my bunny body, and the last things I need to do are embroider a face and put on a tail. Once you finish your tail, find the center of the widest part of the body, which is around rows 36 through 38, and then take your tapestry needle and sew the bind off stitches from the tail onto the body. On the bottom of that center stitch, just go through and then I'll go through the bottom stitch here to attach it. So I'm going to create this version right here, and I'll take a long yarn tail. This is about 24 inches. That's plenty. Better to have more than less then, though. Don't make it too hard on yourself by having too little bit of yarn to sew with. Here's the center, and I'm going to do one stitch here over from the left and one stitch over from the right, and that'll be 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. I'll just use this as a marker to start with. I'm going to feed the yarn from the back of the head, and I'm going to get the needle to go through the marker on one of the sides. So there's the needle, there's the marker, and I'll leave a little bit of a tail at the end because that's where I'll finish off. But I'll feed this over to the other marker, and then I can I'll remove the marker. Now I'm just going to go through those same 2 holes a total of 3 times. So here's the first one. Now we'll go through the same holes again. There's the second. One more time. And then this will be the third, but instead of going through the same holes for this one, I'm going to go about half the distance of this down in the center to create a little bit of a triangle. So I'm going to come in here, but I'll come out a quarter of the way from the right and then make the strand go up to a quarter way to the left. So here we are. This is the third strand, and then I'm going to go about a quarter of the way. And remember, there's no wrong placement really. It's just I'm just eyeballing it. And we'll take this and make that go to a quarter way. And we'll make this then go down a couple inches for the mouth. And making it go down to the center from the nose. We'll make that go back up into the center of the nose. You know what? And then back out to, if I can feel it, I don't feel the needle, so let me just try that again. And then back out to the hole where I started. And that's catching some of the fiber fill, so that'll be locking in the yarn really good. Before I cut those off, I have this needle. I'm just going to manipulate some of the stitches that need to be cleaned up. And in the back, I'll make a little tie to secure this. Just a square knot. I'm going to cut that. And push it through. You can use your needle to push it through too, to hide it. Into the fiber fill. Here's the back side. This is a great baby present. Thanks so much for watching this video till the end. If you want a more detailed version of the pattern, you can go to my Etsy store at the K4 Project, and it includes a bonus pattern of a carrot as well as an alternate version of the ears, and a portion of the proceeds goes towards helping animals in need. So thanks.